Cleopatra. Her name echoes through time, a whisper of power, beauty, and tragedy. Few figures in history captivate the imagination like the last pharaoh of Egypt. Was she a cunning seductress? A brilliant strategist? Her story is a tapestry woven from fact and fiction. Unraveling the truth behind the legend is a journey into the heart of ancient power. Cleopatra VII, Philopator, was born in 69 BC. She was heir to the Ptolemaic dynasty, rulers of Egypt for centuries. The Ptolemies were of Greek origin, tracing their lineage back to Alexander the Great. Cleopatra was destined to rule a kingdom at a crossroads, caught between a fading empire and the rising power of Rome. Her story continues to fascinate us. Why? Perhaps it's the enduring mystery. We only have glimpses of her life through the eyes of others, often her enemies. Her voice, her thoughts remain elusive. But even these fragments paint a picture of an extraordinary woman, a woman who defied expectations and dared to challenge the might of Rome. This is the story of Cleopatra, the queen who shook Rome to its core. It's a tale of ambition, love, betrayal, and ultimately, the fall of a kingdom and the birth of a legend. Cleopatra's childhood was anything but ordinary. Born into the Ptolemaic dynasty, she witnessed firsthand the machinations and power struggles of the Egyptian court. Intrigue and betrayal were commonplace. These early experiences would shape her understanding of power and the ruthlessness needed to survive. At the age of 18, Cleopatra ascended to the throne. She co-ruled with her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII. However, power, once shared, is rarely equal. Cleopatra's ambition quickly clashed with her brother's advisors. They sought to sideline her, viewing her as a threat to their own ambitions. Facing exile, Cleopatra refused to be cast aside. She bided her time, waiting for the right moment to strike back. This opportunity presented itself in the form of Julius Caesar, the powerful Roman general who arrived in Alexandria in pursuit of a rival. Cleopatra saw in Caesar a chance to regain her throne and secure Egypt's future. Her gamble paid off. Caesar was captivated by her intelligence, charm, and political acumen. He agreed to support her claim to the throne. Their alliance, both political and personal, would have far-reaching consequences for both Egypt and Rome. Cleopatra was not simply a beautiful queen, she was a shrewd politician, a skilled diplomat, and a master strategist. She understood the importance of image and presentation. Cleopatra consciously fashioned herself as the living embodiment of the goddess Isis. This image resonated with the Egyptian people, reinforcing her legitimacy and authority. She was fluent in multiple languages, a rarity for rulers of that time. This linguistic prowess allowed her to engage directly with foreign dignitaries and ambassadors, further cementing her control over Egypt's foreign policy. Cleopatra understood that knowledge was power. She cultivated relationships with scholars and advisors, surrounding herself with the brightest minds of her time. Cleopatra also recognized the importance of Egypt's strategic location. Positioned at the crossroads of trade routes between East and West, Egypt held a unique position of power. Cleopatra leveraged this to her advantage, securing trade deals and alliances that brought wealth and prosperity to her kingdom. Her reign was marked by periods of stability and prosperity. She initiated ambitious building projects, revitalized the Egyptian economy, and even reformed the Egyptian calendar. Cleopatra's political acumen was undeniable. She was a force to be reckoned with, a queen who ruled not just with beauty, but with intelligence and unwavering determination. The meeting of Cleopatra and Julius Caesar in 48 BC was pivotal. Legend has it Cleopatra was smuggled into Caesar's chambers rolled up in a carpet. This story highlights her audacity and resourcefulness. Caesar was captivated by Cleopatra's intelligence and charm. Their relationship was a strategic alliance. Caesar saw Cleopatra as a valuable ally in the East. Cleopatra recognized Caesar's power and secured his support. Their alliance led to the defeat of her brother's forces. Their relationship was met with disapproval in Rome. The birth of their son Caesarion fueled anxieties. Despite controversy, their partnership profoundly impacted history. After Caesar's assassination in 44 BC, Cleopatra found herself once again in a precarious position. Rome was thrown into turmoil as various factions vied for power. Among them was Mark Antony, one of Caesar's closest allies and a member of the Second Triumvirate ruling Rome. Their first encounter was as dramatic as her first meeting with Caesar. Summoned to appear before Antony in Tarsus, Cleopatra arrived in a grand barge adorned like the goddess Aphrodite. Her arrival, a carefully orchestrated spectacle, was designed to awe and captivate the Roman general. Like Caesar before him, Antony was smitten by Cleopatra's beauty and intellect. They formed a political and romantic alliance, one that would last for over a decade. Cleopatra saw in Antony a powerful protector for Egypt, and a potential partner in restoring the Ptolemies' former glory. Their relationship, however, was fraught with challenges. Antony's Roman rivals viewed Cleopatra with suspicion, accusing her of using her influence to manipulate him against Rome's interests. Despite these challenges, their alliance seemed unbreakable. Together, they ruled over a vast territory, defying their enemies and dreaming of a new world order. Throughout her reign, Cleopatra fought tirelessly to maintain Egypt's independence. She understood that Rome's ambitions knew no bounds. To safeguard her kingdom, she skillfully played the game of diplomacy, leveraging her relationships with powerful Romans like Caesar and Antony. Cleopatra knew that Egypt's wealth and strategic location made it a tempting prize for Rome. She used every tool at her disposal to appease Roman ambitions while subtly pushing back against their encroachment. She provided Rome with grain and ships, crucial resources for their military campaigns. In return, she secured concessions and treaties that preserved Egypt's autonomy. Cleopatra's reign was a delicate balancing act. She walked a tightrope between cooperation and defiance, always aware that one misstep could spell disaster for her kingdom. She was a fierce protector of her people, a queen willing to do whatever it took to ensure their prosperity and freedom. Her ultimate goal was to restore the Ptolemies to their former glory, reclaiming lost territories and re-establishing Egypt as a major power in the Mediterranean. However, fate had other plans. The Roman world was changing, and the rise of Octavian, Caesar's heir, would prove to be an insurmountable obstacle to Cleopatra's ambitions. Though Cleopatra ultimately failed to preserve Egypt's independence, her influence on Rome was undeniable. Her relationships with Caesar and Antony played a significant role in shaping Roman politics and fueled the internal conflicts that would transform the Republic into an empire. Her affair with Caesar and the birth of Caesarion created a scandal in Rome. It provided ammunition for Caesar's enemies, who used it to paint him as a tyrant seduced by a foreign queen. After Caesar's assassination, Antony and Octavian, Caesar's adopted son, clashed for control of Rome. Cleopatra's alliance with Antony further inflamed tensions. Their opulent lifestyle and ambitions for a joint kingdom, which included granting Cleopatra and her children control over Roman territories, alienated many in Rome. Octavian skillfully exploited these sentiments, portraying Antony as a traitor under the spell of a foreign seductress. The final showdown came at the Battle of Actium in 31 BC. Octavian's forces decisively defeated Antony and Cleopatra's fleet. This defeat marked the end of their dreams and sealed the fate of both Egypt and Cleopatra herself. Though she lost her kingdom, Cleopatra's story became a powerful symbol in Roman history, a cautionary tale of ambition, love, and the dangers of foreign entanglements. Cleopatra's story did not end with her death. It continued to be told and retold, evolving over centuries into a captivating blend of history and myth. She has been portrayed in countless works of art, literature, and film, each generation reinterpreting her story through its own lens. Some depictions emphasize her beauty and seductive powers, often perpetuating sexist and Orientalist tropes. Others focus on her political acumen and strategic brilliance, highlighting her role as a powerful female ruler in a patriarchal world. Regardless of the interpretation, Cleopatra's story continues to fascinate us. Her image has become an enduring symbol of female power, both for its achievements and its perceived excesses. Cleopatra's story reminds us that history is not just a chronology of events, but a tapestry woven from human ambition, love, betrayal, and the enduring struggle for power. She remains an enigma, a queen whose true motives and emotions remain shrouded in mystery. Yet, it is this very mystery that continues to captivate us, fueling our imaginations and reminding us of the enduring power of stories to transcend time. It is essential to separate the historical Cleopatra from the romanticized figure of legend. While her beauty and romantic entanglements with powerful Romans played a part in her story, they should not overshadow her accomplishments as a ruler. Cleopatra was a highly intelligent woman who ruled Egypt for over 20 years. She was a skilled diplomat, a shrewd politician, and a patron of the arts and sciences. She faced immense challenges, navigating the treacherous waters of Roman politics while striving to preserve her kingdom's independence. Her story is a reminder of the complex realities of power and the challenges faced by women in positions of authority throughout history. Cleopatra's legacy is a testament to her resilience, her intelligence, and her unwavering determination to protect her kingdom and her people. Though her reign ultimately ended in tragedy, Cleopatra's story continues to inspire. She remains a symbol of female strength and ambition, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, one person can make a difference and leave an indelible mark on history.